I'll go on back to 134. Sorry, I wanted to fix the volume, and well, look, my light's back on. And you know what that means? I'm about to rant. Actually, that has no correlation, but it should. It should. Anyways, pretty much rant time. Okay, first, let's go with my doctor. Got an email back. I don't know if I actually said this or not. With my jaw hurting, my teeth hurting, my head hurting, everything just hurting, my doctor goes, hey, have you tried a mouth guard? And I'm like, I literally been using mouth guard for 5 years. Over 5 years. Yes, I have tried that. Like, if I've actively tried using a mouth guard, the fact that you are suggesting it is really bothersome. Just saying. So, I think that that's really bothersome. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I don't know, that just really bothers me because I'm like, okay, well, that's it. Just try having a mouth guard. Thanks. So that's really, really irritating me, like really bothering me, because that really bothers me. And then the fact that, I don't know, like, I don't know, the fact that it's like, well, it's your jaw joint, it's too bad. I'm like, okay, well, nothing we can do about it, nothing, we can figure it out, no, just the mouth guard, that's it, okay. But then having it then be that, and then what really made me mad, which actually was really fuming earlier until I played a little bit of Overwatch, because I'm just like, I just wanna mind blank, let's just do this. So I decided to play some Overwatch, and this isn't helping. I played some Overwatch, but I was so upset because what happened was I watched the second episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I want to say, besides the whole military propaganda nonsense bullcrap, I hate it, nonsense, besides that, just that nicely to the side, it wasn't bad, because I think I called out a lot of issues, kind of, maybe, because they are throwing back to so much of, like, oh, I didn't realize I had to be, like, dancing around, doing signings and doing presses and stuff. I thought I could just go and be a soldier. And the new Captain, the new Captain America, and then they're like, well, that's always been part of the job, is this. That's really calling back the very first movie of Captain America where he felt like he's a dancing monkey, And then he kind of like, screw that, I'm going to actually do something. And then that's when he kind of broke his chains from being this dancing monkey and actually did something. And so I thought they were going to call that back. And then they gave him his sidekick being a black man, being Captain America, being a white guy, and then having a black sidekick. It's a trope that happens very often in Marvel movies in general. Iron Man and both actors are rowdy. Don't even look like each other, but whatever. But then having Captain America and the Falcon, and now the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but that's opposite. It's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They make it very clear that main guy, kind of like his sidekick, which I think could have been a really good call out of being like, hey, you make a lot of main characters white, and then the best friend / best friend, sidekick, like secondary character, black. It's a trope that happens in a lot of things. I just watched, which, again, I got called out in the movie, but, the movie Moxie, which, okay, I will talk about that a different day, but the main character is white, best friend's Chinese, I believe, he's Asian, and then the new, like, thought was going to replace her as best friend is black. Having the main character be white and then the secondary characters being a person of color is a very, very common trope. So I thought they were calling out these things by putting them in the TV show, kind of really highlighting it being like Captain America, the new Captain America sitting across from the Sam the Falcon, and then having the two sidekicks. But it's not good because in the second episode they queer baited with the same way that they're calling back in the movies, and the fact that it I don't even know how to say it. It's like disappointment. It's a feeling of disappointment every time there's a queer baiting scene, because you know it's never gonna happen. And the fact that they do that so much, where they call back, like the scene where they're rolling through the flowers, they do that same exact thing with Bruce the Hulk and Black Widow, Natasha. They have that same kind of scene in a romantic way between them, but you know that the Falcon and Bucky are just never going to have that, because they didn't even, maybe if a certain person pushed it, maybe it could have worked, but look at how many movies there are, how many Iron Man, how many Thor, how many, Iron Man, Thor, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Hulk movies. I mean, they're kind of iffy, but Hulk movies, there's more heroes than that. I said Thor, Captain America, all of them. You look at every single movie that has come out and all the Avenger movies, you look at them all. How many gay characters, openly gay characters written in the script are there? One. How many of those were in cuttable short scenes that aren't even played by an openly gay character or a superhero, was instead in a therapy group that was already being a stupid scene that, again, wasn't played by a gay character that they definitely could have cropped and did in some versions? One. No superhero, as much as Captain Marvel is clearly gay, and as much as that is something that in my head isn't even a headcanon, it is just there, it is just a thing. It's not real. It's not in the script. It's not in the movie. Same with people talking about, Guardians of the Galaxy. As many people talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, talking about how in a comic, I believe, Star-Lord is bisexual. He isn't in the movie. He isn't. The fact that it's one line, blink and you missed it, cuttable scene with the Russo brother being the gay guy is ridiculous. And if you're gonna go around taking down, I think it was Love Victor, but it might have been Love Simon. It was one of those. And you take that down because you can't have that adult content on your Disney Plus app. By the way, don't pay for Disney Plus. Don't do it. Find it illegally. Just don't pay for things. Just find it illegally. Just saying. Just do it. But the fact that Disney Plus didn't even allow one of the Love Victor, I think it was Love Victor, the Love Blank, on their app because it was too adult content is ridiculous. Because A, Disney already owns Hulu, so the fact that it's like, oh well, not on Disney Plus, there's Star Wars on it. There is all the Avengers movies. They kill people in one episode. Did my dog bark? The fact that they didn't add or they actively took down something like Love Victor or Love Simon to put on Hulu instead of Disney Plus because it's too mature content, and then actively go and put more very just as sexual content for straight people, like of straight people, like you saw just as much, like you've seen people in shirtless, you've seen people in bras, you've seen people in all that kind of situation in all these other movies that are deemed less mature, even so, like TV-14 and PG-13. You know, just because one's a radio show and one's a movie doesn't mean they're actively that much different in how much the rating is. So the idea that you have to like you take some of them but not others, it's just like it's ridiculous. And the idea that queer baiting is still a thing where you just want to hold it, like queer baiting is giving an LGBT person hope and then just knowing it will never be true. It's not good, it is not satisfying, it is not queer representation. And it just, like I said back, how many years ago was Legend of Korra? Because when Legend of Korra happened, I watched Legend of Korra, like when it was coming out. Like I watched the finale right when it was coming out, like the day after it came out. And the fact, that must have been only, what, 5 years ago? 6? The fact that when they first started writing Korra and Asami hang out together, like by themselves, I was like, oh, well, this is bad writing. I didn't think it was queer baiting because I honestly didn't think Disney or Nickelodeon would have put queer baiting in a thing. The fact that they put, I don't think it's queer baiting because I don't think they would do that, but I thought they were just really bad at writing two women characters being friends and not like rivals or not bitterly working together, but actual friends. I thought they were just bad at writing. So when it came to the very finale, it was like the final couple episodes, I'm like, no, this isn't just bad writing, like there's something there, like there has to be. And I'm just like, yeah, this isn't queer baiting, there's something there. And then hearing that they were fighting for them to kiss at the end instead of just holding hands, yeah, you can tell this is not queer baiting, this is actual text in the TV show. But this with the Winter Soldier and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it isn't text that's there. They're not going to. It doesn't seem like any other scenes besides those scenes. If I took them out, they're like, no, these aren't going to be a couple. But those scenes are, these people are going to become a couple. So that makes it queer baiting because you know they're never going to do it. Freaking look at Good Luck Charlie and did, I don't remember one, but they had the one episode with the two moms in it, a lesbian couple, after they were already getting canceled. So they didn't mind getting in trouble because they were already getting canceled. But having these other characters, like, people like, Onward has this, gay character. In one scene, a cop. In one scene, has a girlfriend. That's it. That's it. And then having, back with, I think it was Finding Dory, they're like, there's a lesbian couple, and people are like, it's not even enough of a scene to watch. They're just walking away. That being said, I think Disney owns it with don't hear that, but here is that like with Finding Dory, where it's like, this isn't even a scene to look at this lesbian couple. They're not even there. It's not a thing. So to have these, like, oh, gay characters, oh this, oh that, it's like, well, it's, I don't know, it isn't. Yeah, I don't know, it really bugs me, and I don't think I want to watch anymore if it continues like that. It would be revolutionary if a big, tough, strong guy, like Bucky, or even, like, Sam for different reasons, but Sam and Bucky, if either of them were gay, or both of them were gay, that would be huge, that would be major. Even a TV show based on the MCU, not even just in the MCU, it would be major. And I said this about Sam, or about Dean Winchester being the meat eater, being the strong guy, being the very ideal, like, cis straight man. It would make a huge difference if someone like Bucky or Sam were gay. But the fact that, like, the whole scene, it wasn't funny. It made me want to cry. It made me want to cry because I knew it was never going to be a thing. And if it is, that would be great. But it's not. And it makes me sad. It makes me so deeply sad that they put queerbaiting in. Because there's no reason for that being a thing. None. And then mirroring the movies, and it's just like they are mirroring so much with the movies that it's like you'd think they would know. But I would love it, like with Legend of Korra, with Korra and Asami. If I got it wrong, I wish it ends with I got it wrong, that they are going to be together. But no, that's not going to be true. You know it, I know it, and